All right. And we're getting started. Hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend and getting things going. There we are. Welcome to the podcast. Dr. Joe Blake here. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend, wonderful day here. And welcome to the On Point podcast. And I got some great information to share with you today. Hope we're finishing up on our on what money can't buy, redefining what true prosperity is, give you another aspect of it, and hoping you're get more insight on how to grow, and how to keep it within the family and keep things growing through your lifestyle. Will help you, help your money, help you your financial point for us. That's the whole aspect of it all. So with today, always good things to share with you. Want to just go ahead and embark and grow on that. Yesterday, my oldest son, 39. He's 39 years old now. Time flies, man. I mean, I can't believe that dude's 39. I mean, I'm up there too. I'm like, Jim and cricket. And then, time just flies, man. He got his own 3 kids and a wife, and I mean, man, it's like, like a flicker, like flicker. So you got to, be on your own P's and Q's, and he's doing wonderful. He's got his own master's degree. He teaches like me, and he's got his own college too. So it's like good chip off the old block. Keep going, son. Keep on your thing. And it's just it's wonderful that he's able to do that. So you check my volume. Make sure my volume is working well here. Mic check 2, mic check 3. I took 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Mic check. Checking the microphone. Make sure the thing is up here. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Mic. Make sure my mic is on here. All right. Okay. Here, unable to hear. Hopefully, I might check my mics. Make sure everything was all right. Okay. Hopefully, that's a little better for you. There. Let me go ahead and move on to the what I have to share for you. All right. So we want to start back here. Purpose and meaning, the wealth that outlasts you, part 2. All right, on part 2, wanted to share those who have a why to live can bear almost anyhow. Why are you what you're doing? The how goes along with it. Because what you're doing and how you're doing it, I mean, it doesn't matter. Because why you do it? You do it for your family, you do it for your loved ones, you do it for those that are around you. How it's done doesn't matter, man. Because you get it done. Why you doing it? Why you do it? Because I know I do things because my family, my kids, and my kids are really wrong. They still look at dad, see what dad's doing, not doing, and say, okay, dad, I can do it. Because they see that what's in the father, what's in the, when they see you doing it, they see you still going in life. They say, you can do it, they can do it, And so you, the parent, you do you because it's you, but God put inside of you, keep giving. I know that for me, I just had that drive to stay alive and just do what I got to do because God put it inside me to help others. That's what's in me. Help others, and that's so I keep pushing that way. So here's some things. My mindset, man. My mindset is to do that. So I have a sense of purpose. I look to make things better, do things better. I have this rush. To just make things better. And my son helped me. He sent me something today that's I'm going to start to implement later. But technology wise, I'm in technology. I like it. But he went and got educated that way. Educated. And when he gets Jersey was his dad. One legacy in philanthropy. So as growing, your family follows along suit. And so the mental aspect of what you do, and you have to know what it's a core asset in the family. You grow mentally, you grow financially, and then your family follows along suit. So it's a compound aspect of it. So you do it, they do it, you do it, they do it, you do it, they do it. That's how it works. But you can't stop growing as an individual. You have to continue. You keep going. At what point do you sit back and when you stop breathing? you keep growing, man. It's just, well, when you do it, it's a part of your life. You're always enthusiastic about things. You're always moving to the next episode. You're always growing. So it's not like you're sitting down and, I mean, it's a part of your life. If you're out there to help others, and how do you do it? I think I mentioned before. I mentioned how help others win. When you're out there helping others win, helping others give. If you're part of a church, man, it's like a brain. You go there to help others, help others find the purpose in life, help others go to their greatness. Because you know, I know for me, I didn't have a lot growing up. I didn't have the opportunity. So whenever I find out the chance to point out to others where they can grow, and point out to others where they can have more, I do that. Because man, Baltimore wasn't the easiest place to grow up in. I came out of it. So I dedicate my life to being able to help others. That's how my mama was. So the accumulation of wealth, that is just another thing. Some people think that there's a secret to wealth. There's no secret. There's no secret. The only secret is you got to do it. You got to systematically put wealth away over time. It's not one day. It's not one thing. You just got to do it. If you know something now, you won't. I mean, it has to be for later. I look back. I've been doing this for 30 years now. Back in 2009, if you call the Dow Jones, well, the Dow Jones in 2009 was at like, I think it was like 8,000. 8,000 in 2009. Now, for some of y'all, 2009, where was it at? Oh, 2009. Well, 2009. That was my first graduate one. 2009. That is 17 now. You'll be 18. 2009, the Dow was at 8,000. It was like 8,000 something like that. In 2009, Dow Jones now, 17 years later, is at 52,000. People say, well, what does that mean? That means you put some money in it back then, because right now you have a good change. But you're playing around, not looking at it. I'm saying, all that time. And the Bible gives us the thing is you plant your seed, you give it time, then you reap the harvest. That was like boom, explosive growth in that 17-year period of time. So you didn't plant your tree by the river of water, you may not have reached that harvest. But you were looking and listening to stuff, not paying attention to how you plant your seed. Anyway, there's no secret to wealth. You got this good. Let me roll. All right. So, time, freedom, the scarcity of currency. Oh man, I kind of got ahead of myself here. But so you take time, wealth. The concept of it, the ultimate goal, and you can get more. You can't get more. You can make more money. You can't get more time. So from 2009 to 26, you ain't getting that time back. No, you're not getting that time back. You can make some money more. You can make money. Money you made in 2009, you're probably making more now. You can make money. But you are not getting that time back. How old was I? I was 40 something. Yeah, 30 something. And I'm 60. My God, man. You know what I'm saying? You say 60. 60 is like, man, dude, you're old. Get out of here. I don't feel like it, But it's like I ain't getting that time back. You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting that back. They ain't coming back. Good thing I had some cash there. I had some cash there, so I still got cash now. It's the difference. If you didn't do that back then, you wouldn't have this right now. So you gotta take advantage of it, man. Because you ain't getting the time back. You ain't. So anyway, so it's a great trade-off. So often you accumulate wealth by systematically trading your time for the money. You gotta do that. Research shows that, you gotta prioritize that time and money over time. You gotta do that. It's real numbers, man. It's real effects, man. Uh, you can't be playing around. You can't be bull snapping. You can't be, man. You can't. You can't get it back. You can get it back, but it's like if you played around for that time frame, from that time to now, you got to put a whole boatload of cash away now to catch up. Back then, it was a little bit of cash. You do it. Now you got to put a boatload away. Now you catch up. I mean, it happened, but you got to take a bull snap. You got to put a chunk away. Now, back then it was like fun. Now you got to put that and hold back more away to catch up. I mean, it's possible. Don't get me wrong. It's possible, but you got to do more now. It's just part of the process. It's not an amount. It's just part of the process. It's why we don't realize it's a process to everything. It's a process to it, and if you follow the process, and then you're good. But if you skip out on something, if you don't take advantage of the process or understand the process, that's when you catch yourself a little short. And I've had some processes that I'll find in a little bit, but it's in the Bible. It talks about the process before someone gets what God has called you to do. Now, here's a process I wanted to talk about defining it. There's 4 windows of success. I mentioned that before as I shared. You get short term, long term. You got the out of me, and then fun. These are 4 basic accounts that I always have my clients look at. Each one serves a mental capacity. So the short term deals with mental. Second, the short term, long term deals with physical aspect. The third fund deals with emotional, and then the 4th one is spiritual. So short term, if something happens, you want some money. So if your car goes down, like last week, I had my wife's air conditioning, $4,500 for air conditioning. I was like, well, need the air conditioning in the car. Bang, had the funds for it. So mentally, I didn't have to worry about it. That was a surge air conditioning. We get the air conditioning fixed to buy a new car. Man, forget that, man. Get this air conditioning fixed. All right, physical. Out car insurance, things like that. You need to pay the place. Damn. Emotional. That's what you got to take care of somewhere. Sometimes you got to refresh. You got to hit the refresh button. Bam. Refresh. Vacation. Got to go where and take care of your mental man. Sometimes you got to go someplace to just relax, get away from things. That's what that does, man. They're fun to do that. And then the fun, that's retirement. Retirement is really not retirement, because when you retire, you don't want to sit back and bonds, stuff like that. You want to be able to live life, man. But if you don't have those basic funds, you won't have your mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual life together, because you struggling. You don't want that. You want to be able to breathe, excited, you want to have it. But if you don't have those 4 basic financial windows taken care of, then you're struggling and through life. You don't want to have that, man. You don't want to go through that. So I have my client do that. You got to have that 4 windows of success, and it's nothing abstract about it, but it's a mandate. That's how you as an architect, as a financial architect, you build those together. You build those up for the family, so they can handle things in their life. It's important. So going beyond your portfolio. You're going beyond your portfolio. You're going beyond you sitting down with the clients, developing those things. Because you got to have the most of those elements inside the family. So there's you first you have the finance plan. Second, you have the better questions you have to ask. Build the you're like you're a wealth architect. You're not just financial investment advisor, but you're a wealth architect. You're building something that's going to last the family, not just the family itself, but you're building for the family's family. You build for now, like I'm building for my children, but also my children's children. So my kids got to take care of things for them kids and then their grandkids. So the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that's just not about me. I'm good. I'm okay. I don't need help. I'm fine where I'm at. A nice tight crib, tight ride. I'm good. My backyard's fine. So some guys will. Yes, I want to have 100 this thing. No, man, you need all. I don't need all. Me, I don't need all that. I got a car. I got a house. Good, man. I don't need 1,200 things over here. I can't use them all at the same time. I'm satisfied where I'm at. As long as my baby's fine, I'm good too. But it's gonna last for generations and grow and grow. So everybody has their own like good. Everybody has their own what they want to do, what they have to do. But once you get there, and once you have what you need, you just build upon it and grow more. So everybody has their own plan. Everybody else has their own likeness. Everybody has their own what they want to grow and have for their family. But once you build it, you want to have it for others. Now, going on. Two is finding prosperity with the clients. You do an audit. You got to have financial back. It relates to your physical and purposeful wealth. You want to also minimize the framework. You want to go. You don't want to what you wish you had. You want to know what they have and how what they have can actually go to even more so. That I find sometimes when I have their own clients, what they have, they don't know they have. What they can get, they know they can get, and they kind of lose out. They start at a certain point, and then they stop their growth because they stop and think that, oh, I got it now, or oh, this is happening right now. The market is dying, so I'm going to take money out because this is all I need. You got to go through the process, man. You got to go through the process. And then there's time allow spend time to reflect what you have, and know that it's time for the bill. And as I mentioned, there's a process that you go through. So there's a law process that John Maxwell talks about that in his 21 Laws of Leadership. But then and there's a process that we have to go through. So in Exodus 2, verses 1 and 41 talks about a process. But there's several guys in the Bible that have to go through the process of what they have to go to get to God's promises or that they get God's blessing. So Noah, I'll tell you, this is some of the process that I've ran across. Noah waited 120 years before his prediction that God came through. Noah had to build a boat 120 years before the flood came. So he was in the wilderness building his boat for 120 years. David walked by him. Oh, what you doing, man? He building this boat and he said, "Dude, you've been out here for 100 years and it ain't no rain coming." Well, ain't rain coming. And 120 years he's in the middle of nowhere building this boat, and folks coming by and they're looking at him saying, "What you doing, man? Why you doing? What's wrong with you? This ain't no rain coming." 120 years he was building this boat, and what happened? Right? He kept building. He said, "Look, 120." Then it started raining. Everybody was like, "Hey, let me get it." No, they couldn't on the boat, right? Abraham, he was waiting 25 years for a promised child. He didn't think it's coming, but he tried to cut it off at the pass. God said, "Look, then I say he was going to bring this up 25 years." Joseph, right? Joseph, he was in prison for 14 years before he got his sponsor. So he got prison with thrown in the pit. Right? And he was in Potiphar's house. His old lady, said some stuff to him. Then he come to prison, 14 years in prison before he came into power. So sometimes you got to go through the process. You have to go through stuff before you get to where you got to be. And the thing is that we don't. Some people don't want to go through that to get to where they have to be at. And when you're in that, you're like, oh no, I'm giving up the ghost. I don't want to hang through. I don't want to go through. But it's a process you have to go through to get there. And money can't buy yourself out of the process you have to go through. You just have to go through that process to get there. And sometimes when the going get tough, the tough got to get going, and they get. It's just it's a part of life. It's a part of the process. It's a part of like right now, and this what's going on in the country. It's a process. We have to go through this to get to the other side of life. And I mean, it's what it is. So we are what as we sit now, we're building our wealth. We're wealth architects. That's why I said to my clients, I'm a wealth architect trying to build this for you. I'm going to go through some things that happen. Market's going to go up, going to go down. Golf parts, up, way it is. But over time, it goes up. 2009, the market was up 8,000. 2009. And I said it goes down all the time, but over time it goes up. 2009, it was at 8,000. And 2026 is at 52. All at 52. Leave it alone. It does that. It's part of the process. And you look at it, well, it's 50. Well, in 2000, what was it? What year was that? 1966. That's a great year. The year I was born. It was only at 100. It's just time. That's the process. That's what God gave us. I mean, there's different ways to accumulate wealth, but I use the market because that's man. Houses are the same way. My mother-in-law, they bought a house and it was $23,000 for the house. $23,000 for a house. You know how much house costs right now? $400. Time. So as a wealth architect, you want to well built and well lived. Prosperity is multi-dimensional, so it's not just one way. I'm talking about the market. That's one way. House is good. You can do that. Car price, everything prices tend to go up. But you got to start the conversation early enough so you can take advantage of it. Now, man, I was I found my business. I had kids, had that and other stuff, but I was able to correct it soon enough. And my babies, they're 30 now. So, but they got money and they got education. They got theirs sooner, so they're better off. Now, my grandkids gonna be even more so better because my kids better than I was. So that's how you do it. You got to catch it. You got to catch it, make it the same, messing around their life, jacking it up. You got to catch it. And so you cut off those. What is it? You messed up life. What is it? You want to. I can't think of the name of it right now, but you want to get yourself started early. Get yourself started right off the bat, and all the things that people do to themselves, mess themselves up. You want to cut it off, man. Generational curses. That's it. We want to get it corrected in our lives, and I know a lot of us that are, may not have well in our families, may not have good things happen in our families. We get this corrected and straightened out, so we can get going. So that's what money can't buy. The things I talk about: knowledge, wisdom, and understand. You can't buy it. You got to experience it. You have to experience life. Sometimes you have to experience life, but you can cut the experience down if what we know we share. And see, I didn't talk about any interest rate. I didn't talk about interest rate, rate of return, type of financial products and things like that, because that's important. But first, you get to get the fundamentals and principles down of life, living faith eternally. You gotta get life right. All right. Okay. All right. So as a reminder, this was me. This last talked about being a wealth architect. That's a new technology, new form. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Just land the plane here. Land the plane. Here's the scan. You scan this QR code. Talks about the On Point podcast, where you can become a member here. It helps me keep things in line. Give more knowledge and wisdom to everybody. Uh, I study these things. It's my life. It's what I do. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy getting knowledge and then being able to share it with others that are out there. I also have a QR code here. This is for my second book, Building Financial Legacy. The first one is Building Financial Literacy. Financial literacy lasts a lifetime. Financial legacy lasts for generation. I am writing book number 3 with this financial lesson, and that'll be coming out towards the end of the year. But those 3 books God gave me to help families and individuals grow financially, and it's based on faith. So it has the Bible and Bible scriptures and everything as well. Just me. And then lastly, I have my app, the Actual Money app. That app is a complimentary app that goes along with the book series. And there it has what I call my memory models. So there's several different memory models in there that helps keep brings to the forefront the different things it talks about money. It has the forms of success there, and several little videos that talks about money concepts. It has in there the vehicles and shelters, so you can understand about how money is sheltered, the different vehicles that help the money grow. There's a difference between those two, and several other ones that are there as well. So that's the Actual Money app, and it's a companion that goes along with the book series. So those are the 3 QR codes I want you to be mindful of. Now, with that, that's what I have for you today. Hope you gain some more insights, more background information. I've been like a wealth architect, so we're developing that plan not just for you, but it's for your children and your children's children. That's what it's all about. 4 kids, man. Like I said, they all 4 got master's degrees, and I know that's not a normal thing. You don't see it in a lot of families, and I am absolutely thankful and grateful that God gave me an opportunity to lead my children that way. And everybody got their own homes. Except for my youngest son, that dude, he's over in Asia. I don't know if that cat's gonna come back, but that's what he lives in Japan. That's his thing, and it's just wonderful. Got 9.5 grandkids. It's a good life. It's a good life. So with that, I want to say I'm grateful that you listened. I'm grateful that you shared. You were able to hear the information we had to share today. So next week, have baby girl going to be here, Demetra. She's going to share some insights with you as well, so you can won't have to listen to me. She'll be here. She's prettier. So we'll see you guys next week. Have a wonderful weekend, and stay tuned, stay informed, and stay on the point.